As I'm getting older, chip up on my shoulder, blown.
This shot was captured by an extremely skilled cinematographer who also happened to be the actor in the scene. Here are 5 easy and cinematic ways to film yourself, as seen on Netflix. Yes, a lot of these shots can be found in Netflix series and were created by legendary directors like Vince Gilligan or Martin Scorsese. The first type of shot you can use to cinematically film yourself is the snorri cam shot. There's dedicated gear specifically made to create this type of shot out there. You can rent it for around 40 euros a day or buy the equipment for 200 euros. I have linked that in the description. However, you can easily DIY this equipment by using a tripod. Attach a shoelace to 2 of your tripod legs, make sure there's a bit of tension and tie them well. Place your body in between the tripod legs with the shoelace on your back. Let the third tripod leg lean on your belly. Can hurt a little bit, but it can help to let it lean on the top of your pants for extra security. This DIY snorri cam setup saves you 200 euros, but be careful because it could cost you your camera. Snorri cam shots are often used to visually emphasize a character's state of mind. This type of shot can amplify the effect of intoxication, panic or paranoia, and with snorri cam shots you experience the sensations a character is feeling while also getting an up-close and personal look at their facial reactions. The second type of shot you can use to cinematically film yourself is the automatic dolly in or out shot. It might surprise you to hear that at this point there's no one behind the camera and I'm not pulling it either. It's because of this thing. I understand that it's quite unlikely that you have an electric skateboard laying around at your house, so I've got some great alternatives for you too. An electric skateboard does do a great job at this though. It's only a bit shaky, but if you record in a higher frame rate or you apply a stabilizer in post, it looks really great. Alternatively, you can use a regular skateboard and pull it with a shoelace, or if you want some more stability, you can create David Sandberg's Shitty Dolly, which I would really recommend because these shots are very stable. He has a great tutorial on how to make this cheap dolly on YouTube somewhere. If you want to go even lower effort and you have a slippery ground in your house, you could try to place a tripod on a blanket and simply pull it. Great results not guaranteed. The third cinematic shot you can create by yourself is a Breaking Bad object point of view shot. You can create this shot by placing, strapping or clamping your camera to any kind of object that you are using in the shot. It creates this cool dynamic video with lots of movement. In Breaking Bad, this type of shot is used quite often and it looks really fascinating. With this shot, we're watching from a fixed object's perspective. And the reason it's used in Breaking Bad so many times is to subtly tell the viewer that they have no power over the outcome of what happens. You see the story from the perspective of an inanimate object. You cannot change anything about the chaos happening on screen. The fourth type of shot you can use to cinematically film yourself is the static shot. We all know static shots. They're simply created by placing the camera in a static fixed position. The only thing you really need for this is a good tripod. Even though these shots are simple, that doesn't mean you can't get creative, cinematic, beautiful shots. By combining static close-ups with extreme wide shots, you can still achieve this sense of movement in a scene where the camera is actually not moving at all. Static shots include top-down shots. I've created a lot of these shots for my videos. They're great for explanations and they can be very interesting because you can easily add movement by executing tasks and using objects. Static shots also include low-angle shots, and I recently saw a beautiful example of such a shot by the YouTube channel Fulandes. Another example of a static shot is the Dutch angle, and since I am Dutch, any shot I make is a Dutch angle. The fifth type of shot is the point of view shot. For most people, the point of view shot is not associated with looking cinematic, but more associated with looking like extreme sports GoPro footage. However, to avoid this GoPro feel, you can use a good camera with a bigger sensor, and instead of using a fisheye lens, you could use a wide angle, more linear lens. For the intro of my quality YouTube video, I strapped my Blackmagic pocket camera to my chest using, yet again, a shoelace. By now you can tell that the shoelace is definitely a must-have piece of gear for any aspiring filmmaker. And I've used this shoelace setup also for some commercial work, but you can't move as freely as compared to using a GoPro or an Insta360. And I've filmed videos with the tiny Insta360 camera, and those also have reached millions of people. Partly because I was able to move so freely. I couldn't have filmed those videos with a Blackmagic Pocket camera on my head. The sixth way of creating easy and cinematic videos is not by creating a cinematic shot, but by good editing. This is a bonus one. And some really good tips I have for you about this is to use great music, good sound effects, and cutting at exactly the right point. In total, great video editing has led me to get my videos to over 50 million views. I've decided to turn these 10 years of knowledge about video making and video editing into a course. If you thought the intro of this video was kind of cool and you want to learn how to edit, well, in this course I'm going to teach you how to edit by recreating the very intro of this video. So if you want to check it out, you can click on the link in the description. Thanks for watching.